Thank you for coming all the way to this side of the town, which is at the extreme side of the town as we call it. But thanks a lot, and I know your excitement is there to hear the management, what Azad, as the name suggests, what Azad is all about, and I think management will run you through why this name came through and what's unique that they are doing right now. Before we get into any of the discussions, let me introduce the management over here. We have Mr. Rakesh Chopda. He is the promoter and he is the CEO and chairman of the company. We have Mr. Vishnu Malpani. He is the whole-time director. And I have my colleagues from my other investment banks, SBI Capital Markets, ICICI Securities, and Anand Rathi. Let me also quickly run you through what the issue size is all about. First of all, issue size is total of 740 odd crores, out of which 240 odd crores is primary and 500 odd crores is secondary, which is a combination of sale from investor selling shareholders as well as small bit from the promoters. Having said so, I think we are very extremely privileged to be a part of this offering, and when you hear the story that what Azad is doing in the Indian space, you will truly appreciate the way this company has emerged and become a global leader in what they are doing and likely to have this spot in the overall global arena of precision engineering. I think Azad is one of the fastest growing engineering manufacturers in the space with 1400 qualified parts as you go through and components and 45 qualified manufacturing processes. And they are the preferred manufacturer to the most global OEMs in the energy, aerospace and defense and oil and gas industries. It's a very, very unique play that you will come to hear today about in the industrial space of manufacturing. And they are based out of Hyderabad. I will request Rakesh ji to come on stage and let us run through what the company is all about, and then followed by detailed presentation by Vishnu ji. Over to you, Rakesh ji. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for taking out the time to hear us here. So what we can do is, without wasting any further time, as we position ourselves as unique or we position ourselves, differentiated business, it's very important to understand why we are differentiated and why we are unique. So to explain that, I have so much to say about our business, but just to give an idea what exactly our business is and what are the industries we serve, I've made a small video of few minutes, which is going to demonstrate our industry and that how important that industry is and what our product plays in this industry, what is the role it plays and how we find ourselves, how we place ourselves unique or differentiated. This video was quite informative to make everyone understand what industry we were talking about, and if you could have read the DRHP or RHP, what I mean is life critical and mission critical parts. So I hope that gives a message, and apologies to show you two shots which were not really a good one, to showcase a city getting into darkness and you could see some fire in the engine aircraft. So that's where we come from to mention that these parts are life critical. Any questions on the industry or in the product or something? None. So the engines. So can someone please switch off only these lights, please? Only these. Minutes on this topic, and then we can shift to the presentation. So these engines are known as turbines, widely used on the land, aviation, and the space. The only few applications for these turbines on the land, it's majorly for the power generation. We see on the mechanical drive, we see on the oil and gas, and when you go in the aviation, widely used in the commercial aircrafts as well as the military aircrafts, and space we see the ship launches. Now, if you notice this way, this is the compressor section of the turbine, and this is the combustion section. So when we talk about the airfoils, the 3D products, what we talk about, these are the airfoils which contribute to the compression of the engine, and it plays a very vital and important role
in delivering a very calculated air in the combustion area. So the air comes in from here, the fuel is fuel and the fire is there, and this is where the combustion happens in the engine. And when the combustion happens, a massive energy is produced, and we can't store energy, it has to be converted. And the conversion goes on the land by touching a generator, you get this electricity out, mechanical drive, you attach a pump which pulls out the oil in the middle of the sea, and in the aviation, thrust is used to get, to fly the aircrafts. When we talk about this, it's a zero error. Like, we can't expect any error in these components while the flight is in motion or a turbine is running, which is generating the electricity. Something snaps off, the power goes off, and we have seen the video what could happen. A catastrophic situation can be seen. In this matter, when we see this compressor, it's like multi-stage compressor, and this compressor is stage 1, 2, 3. Say example, a 15-stage compressor, and all these are different to each other. And when we have seen a shop floor of Azad in the video, just imagine that a part manufactured in such shop floor, whether it's in India or it's China or wherever these parts are produced, you require such kind of shop floor where the parts manufactured go straight in the engine assembly. So something has enabled that, and that enabling what has happened is the approvals we hold. The approvals comes by doing a qualification. So these qualifications takes a very long, stringent, qualification which is conducted by the customer or the OEMs who buys these parts from us, and it takes months and months to qualify one single part. Such single parts are in thousands in one engine, and such engines, whether it's land or wherever these engines are used, these goes model by model, part by part, OEM by OEM. It took us 15 years to cover the land-based turbines to get the qualifications. There is no ready-made technology where we can just buy the technology. When you have money, you buy the technology, put the raw material, take the finished parts out. It is not a very generic industry which we all commonly see in automobile or any other industry where we just need money and we need some good engineering skills, we need a good networking where you can start the business. But in this case, it's very hard to get to the customers where on the land-based turbines, the three major OEMs, Mitsubishi, GE and Siemens, who control the land-based turbine market worldwide. 70% of the market is worldwide, is held by them. And these companies are not small, and these products are not easy, where we see that all these parts are very important for the human life, right? So it's not just that you have money, you can start producing these parts. It's the capability first, and the ability and the consistency. Once you cross these three, and this comes with man, machine, tool, process and methods. When you talk about a three-dimensional part, this is not some standard forging or some kind of parts which are utilized in the automobile industry or wherever the industries are. So this is known as highly engineered part, a high technology part for these kind of purposes what you have seen. So there is no risk taken irrespective what the price is. So first of all, you have to get qualified in all these 5 axes, then comes the cost. Okay, how much? And how much is compared with China, Europe, Japan, America? They are the companies, they are the countries who have developed this part with some technology which they have themselves searched, and same did we. We never, there's no ready-made technology. I can go to China or Europe or Japan and see, oh, I've got this, I can buy this, I've got money, I can start doing it now. We have to frame this technology ourselves, all these 5 factors, get them in, convince, and qualify all the requirements of the OEM, break all the entry barriers. So it was not easy. 15 years is the gestation time we have taken, because there is no shortcut for this. And now is the time that we have covered maximum of the qualification. Today we stand as a single digit, a wallet share with every OEM. And that's what I just wanted to, give you more. I think my colleague Vishnu is going to cover up. Yeah, Vishnu, you can.